It is the Riot Podcast. It's a Wednesday, September 7th. How do you do?
Good, thanks.
Howdy.
Howdy.
What do we want to talk about today?
Well, are we excited? It's already Wednesday. You know,
I am excited.
Yeah.
we
I'm
didn't have
feeling
Monday,
good.
so sometimes I feel like the week can feel a tiny bit longer when you're missing that extra day for some
Oh.
reason. But I feel like, it's not too bad this week.
It's all downhill after today because tomorrow is the first game in the NFL season.
Oh, it is?
And then, that's it, right? Like, then it's just the weekend.
Then it's the weekend.
Like, what else is there? That's all you need.
Once you hit Thursday, once the show ends on Thursday, it's the weekend, depending on what your Wednesday night looks like, because sometimes you can justify Wednesday night as being the weekend.
Oh, sure.
But so far, this week has been pretty grand for me. I don't know if you guys are, aware of what's going on right now, but, Monday and Tuesday night, we had, back-to-back as we kind of get closer to the finale of The Bachelorette.
Oh, The Bachelorette.
So I had 2 nights in a row watching that with my friends as we're getting through the some of the final rose ceremonies.
I never watch any Bachelor or Bachelorette stuff, but I think it must have been during the Buckeye game on Saturday night that they ran a promo for it. And I just remember laughing because I'm like, you're watching this?
It's incredible.
I mean this in the nicest way, but it kind of looks a bit,
Listen here, all right? The show is good.
I mean that in a respectful way.
I couldn't miss this. This season is the one that's even closer to heart to me because I know who the Bachelorette is. I know her. I've met her before, and so for me, this season
Was it at a book
A meet and
signing
greet?
or
No, it was in real day-to-day life. She's the same age as me, and I met her down at the college that she went to.
Dude, your
down there.
ultimate goal is to get on one of these shows.
I would love
know it
nothing else.
is.
There's only a couple shows I want to be on. I would love to be on The Bachelorette or Bachelor. I would love to be on Love Island, and I'd love to be on Naked and Afraid. And those are the only ones.
Is that Isaiah from RadioU? Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Is he going to make it all 21 days on Naked and
Obviously.
Afraid? We can't be
He
sure.
would never last on any of those shows.
I would last on all of them.
I think
I
we
am
can
fully
clearly
convinced.
see. We can clearly see.
I kind of want you to get on one of those shows, but then I also
Wouldn't that
don't
be
want
such,
you to.
It would be such great content for you guys while I'm on Naked and Afraid. You could be like, did everybody tune in last night to
But
see?
that's I feel like it'd be awesome, but then I remember if you're filming one of those things, you have to be so radio silent for so long.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't do anything social media wise. You can't do anything work wise. And they always say, oh, you have to leave your job for so many months.
Oh, yeah, I'd be out of here.
And if you tell me and you ask to still come back.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Can I have 6 months off to do Naked and
I'm
Afraid?
going to do Naked and Afraid. I'll
you
be
mind?
back. But listen, when I come back, the stories are going to be incredible.
Well, because
If you come back, how much money do you win on Naked and Afraid?
I forget what it is. I'm
Is
not
it
sure.
enough?
It's
No,
more
it's
of
got to
an
be a lot
experience.
because it's such an ordeal.
Well, we've had
I'd love to do it.
people have to go and they serve. So they'll go and leave. They've left RadioU
Yeah.
for a few months or a year, and then they come back and we hold their job for them. I'm not doing
We could
that
totally
if it's
do
Naked
that.
and Afraid.
It'd be so awesome. It'd be such a great thing. I come back from being on Naked and Afraid. I'd be a celebrity by then. You guys would love to have me back. It'd be so much fun.
A celebrity, name one person from Naked and Afraid.
Listen, but I wouldn't be the typical,
You'd be the
typical
typical one.
contestant, all right?
It is funny going back to the Bachelorette promotion thing. I remember seeing the commercials during the games on Saturday as well and thinking, and I almost want to watch that.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is good.
Dude.
And let me tell you, next week on Tuesday, because it's a Monday night show, but they moved it to now it's on Tuesdays. Anybody have a guess why? Because Monday Night Football's back. They don't want to have to competing with that. And next week is it's not quite the finale, but we're in the final 3 episodes. And so what they said is it's a Bachelorette finale like never before.
Man,
So
it's hard
the
because
drama continues.
You want to support your coworkers, but you also don't want to
Dang.
encourage that.
When you've got that going on Monday and Tuesday, and you got football on Thursday, you've got
know.
it's every day is the
No
week.
wonder you're
Every day
tired.
it's packed in. Last night I went to a birthday dinner for one of my friends. Went to the old TR Texas Roadhouse.
Ooh,
and
did they
got
get the
myself-
saddle?
What?
Did
They
they
did get the saddle out. Yeah, we got the saddle out, and he got a little ice cream bowl and whatnot. So we made sure he sat down on the saddle. We gave him the loudest yee-haw you can give, and it was a grand old night. Then after that we went and watched the Bachelorette. So it was a fun Tuesday
Every
night.
day is an
Wow.
event.
I'm jealous.
I know, it's pretty grand. But today on the show, we have to at least touch on one thing that actually happened today on the show. One of the things that we talked about that was a controversial topic was whether or not you should be sticking your toilet seat in the dishwasher.
Is that a possible cleaning hack that you would be willing to do?
And the response online, not very positive whatsoever. It doesn't look that way.
What they say? They say that they would do it or wouldn't do it.
Everybody was saying no chance.
Well, they're just also saying that it wouldn't actually clean enough, even though I think it would.
Well, I think it would clean more than my hand would.
Like, yeah, if it doesn't clean your toilet seat, you shouldn't be cleaning your dishes either.
Guys, no one wants to clean anyway.
And then if you're going to tell me that you think you can clean your dishes better by hand than the dishwasher
it's not true.
Yeah, then you're a liar.
I can tell you that much. It is not true.
What you can do, too, is another alternate we didn't bring up is, besides just moving out, is you can just buy a new toilet seat. So it's fine. Put a new one on.
They should make toilet seats like paper plates.
Every time you just slap one on there, you just stick it in. Yeah. It's like a little clip.
Oh, I wish.
A little snap. It's a snap-in toilet seat every time.
Yeah.
Your friends come over, they're like, what do we do? Like, we'll just, throw away your disposable seat.
Toss it when you're done.
Excuse me, you're out of toilet seats. I used the last one.
And then you have to break out the real one.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. People are like, you hate the earth. You're like, well, I just, use disposable seats. I think this is all we should say. Like, let's just go into the podcast at this point.
End on a
because
high note.
There is no topping what you just thought could be an option.
Well, all right, we'll leave it there then.
All right, have a good day, guys.
Catch you later.
All right, see you guys.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
Yeah, Nikki, you've seen every bear video known to man, right?
Well, thanks to you guys. I mean, I have long enjoyed bears, love bears. And so anytime there's like a viral bear video, normally you guys are right on top of it.
Yeah, Nikki's, she's usually got that covered, that lane. But has this one gone viral enough for you to, for it to get back to you yet?
I haven't seen this one.
All right, well, I always like finding something new. We've got, it's a wedding taking place in Glacier National Park in Montana.
I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah? You've never been?
I've never been there, but it looks beautiful.
It does. And not only that, but there's bears. And so in this wedding video, it's a wedding. It's taking place outdoors, of course. Why would you have a wedding at Glacier National Park and not have it outside? But the wedding videographer in the middle of the wedding vows, there's something you can hear going off on in the distance, and they're kind of on the edge of a lake.
Yeah.
And the videographer turns his attention away from the wedding vows to the commotion. It is a grizzly bear attacking a moose calf.
It's so sad because it's your wedding.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in the background.
And it goes on for a while.
Yes, it does.
It is not just, I don't know how you picture it, but it's not just grizzly bear attacks a moose, then the moose is dead and it's all over. This is a whole
poor
ordeal.
Little moose.
Yeah. It was just, it's a calf. It's just the beginning of life.
I know it's basically like drowning it, so it's just kicking around. You just hear the splashing and stuff. It's horrible. That is not pleasant for your wedding video.
No, but memorable though.
That's true.
It's a memorable occasion. Now I have to. What would you do if you're the videographer? Obviously, you've got to film that, right?
Okay, so
weddings come and go.
Here's the thing, though. Based on because when they're showing the bride and groom, and then it kind of pans to go see what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Because of the shakiness and not like having this camera focused.
Yeah.
I bet you there's other cameras focused on the bride and groom.
You think so?
Because you wouldn't just film anything. Like this feels like the other camera.
Yeah.
Like the walk around person who's
the
trying to get
backup or whatever to get some
So I bet
add some flavor.
There's still a shot of the bride and groom, but unfortunately this is just going on in the background.
Yeah, but this is much more important,
It is.
because there's been a million wedding vows that have happened, but that have been caught on camera. There's not been a million bear attacks on a moose that we've been able to capture. And so this is important to see.
It's awful. You just hear like the death moans from behind them of the poor moose.
It's such a
oh no.
It's such a juxtaposition.
It is.
The beginning of a new life together in marriage and the ending of a very new life with that moose calf.
They say that in the background also, there's probably the mom moose who's just swimming away because she knows that the bear has it, like the baby's gone.
Man, I don't know. I thought you would think the mom moose, they're pretty vicious.
Maybe she fought ahead of time.
Yeah, that she did all she could for that little moose, and it was just that moose had no hope.
Well, I'm still going to Glacier National Park.
Yeah, maybe you'll get to see something like this.
Actually, I'd pay money just to see
Wouldn't
bears.
that be amazing?
I don't want to see this part. I'd probably cry in person if you saw that happen. I don't think I would really enjoy that, but I would love to still go there.
Well, this is what you got to watch out for.
You got to take the good with the bad with all that. Or I guess the bad with the good.
And then you have the facts of life.
Oh, gosh.
It's Mike Maines.
Thank you, Hudson.
Find more Riot content online. Riot.radiou.com.
Now, you're familiar with the Queen, of course.
Yes.
The Queen of England.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, I believe her name is.
Yes.
How would you like to rent an Airbnb from her?
From the Queen?
From the Queen herself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it in the castle?
It's not in the castle.
Oh.
It is.
Is it in the other castle?
No. It is on the Sandringham property.
Is it in a cottage?
Kind of. It is the former home of Her Majesty's head gardener. So.
Oh, that's a stretch, guys.
You could find out what it was like to live like the help for the royal family.
And you can't even live there. You can just rent it for an evening.
You can pay to pretend that you used to be, that you were the royal gardener for the Queen. It'd be about, looks like about equal out to $400 a night.
A night?
A night.
Well, that's expensive.
Yeah, but it's
a holiday home.
It's a holiday home. It's for the Queen.
Oh, the royals would spend Christmas there.
Okay, so it must not be that bad.
So it does feature furniture and artworks that you can break and have problems with.
To make your stay even more expensive.
Owned by the royal family. I feel like each night that $400 includes the insurance.
Oh, yeah? I mean, I'm looking at it. Does it look...
Oh, it looks so picturesque.
It looks nice. Does it look $400 a night?
It's
nice.
It's British.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's $400 British dollars.
Is that the kitchen?
This is what the British consider nice.
That's the kitchen?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. It looks like your grandma's house.
Well, I mean, technically, if you're British, it is.
I guess, yeah. The Queen is everyone's grandma.
Or the mum.
Grandmom. Yeah. No, I mean, look at that TV in the fire. I mean, the fireplace is nice. That's not even a big TV.
If you scroll down, you see like the pictures of the Scottish estate. I want to stay there.
Do you think that looks nicer?
That looks better.
I mean, is that the castle one?
Is that the bedroom?
It doesn't look that great.
Flannel?
It does not.
Do you see the bedroom?
Yeah.
The picture above the bed?
Is that's
the castle?
That's the castle. Really? They're decorating?
That's the castle.
That's pretty tacky, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. That couldn't have been there when the gardener lived there, could it?
Probably not.
Look, this is the property you take care of. That wasn't there. When it was the gardener's house, it couldn't be.
Listen, it's a different style.
Wow. I don't think this is
every bedroom has a picture of a castle.
You could stretch your $400 so much further in the United States than living here for a night in England in the Sandringham property.
Well, I mean, if you've ever wanted to travel, though, it still looks like you'd get an experience there. But boy, for an Airbnb, that feels expensive.
And the rich get richer too, right? Your money's just going straight to the Queen. As if she needs it.
It's the Queen's gardener's family, so it's a little different.
I don't know. Do you think the gardener's probably been cut out? It says the former house of the gardener.
Well, it doesn't mean he owned it. I mean, it could be still one of their royal properties, but maybe that's where he stayed. And people are joking that the property should be known as an Airbnb, as an HEIR.
Oh, great one.
There it is.
That is great.
So you could stay there.
It's amazing what they can get away. What if we had the president starting renting out,
places,
Airbnbs on the White House lawn or something?
Give it time.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll be
day.
there. So the holiday house can be rented for about $400 per night, starting in February. So it's not even now, and that'll be for a minimum of 3 nights if you want to stay there.
I just can't believe this is where they had the gardener living. This is the
it was like his home to watch and take care of, but I think it was still the royal.
You
one
would
of
think it would be
theirs.
nicer.
It actually is. The outside's
Did
pretty.
they have a gardener to take care of to garden for the gardener?
Probably.
Then what? He lived in an even worse house?
It's an apprentice.
There's just a whole chain of royal gardeners.
Listen, we're not into the royal stuff, so we don't understand the chain with it or the hierarchy or the stuff.
It doesn't make sense. That is hilarious. The pictures of the castle in every room.
This is what you serve.
Yeah.
Hudson, Nikki, The Riot on Radio U.
You guys seen this lady on TikTok? She's about to get married. She's engaged, and her fiance have agreed to a legal document. It says they got it notarized and everything.
Ooh.
It says that if her fiance ever cheats on her, he's got to pay her utility bills for life.
That's is it like a prenup?
I mean, that's
sort of thing?
it's an unconventional prenup.
All right.
But it's about what it amounts to. Yeah. If what is prenup? Prenup is if you break up for any reason, unless you.
It's like dividing all of your stuff.
money,
Right. It divides it up, but that's just for divorce in general. Where this is specifically if he cheats, he will have to pay all of her utility bills, I guess, until the day one of them dies.
So what are we counting as utility bills? So does that include like electric, gas? Is your internet in that? Or
it
what
is
are
a
we
utility.
doing?
Streaming services, are we using that?
Yeah.
I think we should be very clear on what counts as a utility if someone breaks up like that.
Yeah, well, you know what? People were asking. They were saying, can you share this? Can you actually show us the document so we can see what are these specific terms? And she said, nope, won't be doing that because this is specific to us. So I just feel like it's kind of private, even though I'm posting about it on TikTok for millions of people to see. I think it's kind of private, so we're gonna keep that between us.
So this would be like a new modern day prenup.
Yeah, in a way. I do wonder too, if we have to define all the streaming services, do we have to define the cheating?
Oh, sure.
Because some people would consider like just smiling at somebody to be cheating. And some people, it's all the way to being physical. So who knows?
If you wanted to break up with a person anyways, you'd be like, that's cheating.
I think you were cheating on me. If I'm being honest, it looks like you were cheating.
In my mind, we didn't clearly define it in the contract. And to me, it seems like you're cheating.
Aww.
But what do we make of this, Isaiah?
See, I feel like if you did want to end things at any point, you would be kind of like, maybe I should stick around and see like if he ever gets miserable enough, will he try to make out with somebody else? And then I can get a better deal out of it.
So you wouldn't. So you're just gonna stick out the relationship?
I think until
if you're the woman.
I mean, it would give you a reason to.
I said, do you know how expensive
She's like, I could end it now, or I could wait around and see if he's gonna mess up. It gives you a little bit more of an incentive.
If I isolate him enough, if I'm
mean
cold
enough
towards him,
maybe I'll try to find love with somebody else, and then I can make a payday
it's
out
a
of it. I
win-win.
don't know.
It's a win-win.
That feels like a lot of work. It is kind of sad. She said that she's confessed that she does have some trust issues, especially when it comes around money. And some people say that when you do these sort of documents, that leads to distrust at the very beginning of the relationship, which sometimes you can't overcome.
Yeah, it is. It's just one of those things in a relationship that's tough to gauge. Is it making the other person is the guy now? He signed it because what's he not going to do? He already proposed. He's not going to be like, not going to do that. But at the same time, it does kind of put him in a tough spot. I wonder too, what did she put in the contract for him?
She shouldn't have to.
What if she cheats?
It's just him.
Oh, she would never cheat.
It's just him thing.
It's just him.
Doesn't go both ways.
If she cheats, clearly she's off scot-free. That's life. Sorry
about it.
Yeah.
They said that this is a super specific thing just for them, and they seem to kind of have fun with it, though. When you're outside looking in, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But they created this document when they decided to combine their money, and that was it.
Oh, that's a big thing. Well, congratulations to him. Hope it all goes great.
Gosh, can you imagine someone paid your utilities?
for the rest of your life.
Forever.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to hear about these guys unless that's what happens. I mean,
guys,
there's no way.
You could turn like in the intense heat of the summer, like you could turn your air
could be
all
cranky
the way
as you
down.
can see.
That's right.
And in the winter,
Think of
you
the
could be
freedom.
warm.
Think about the long showers you could take. I'd be taking showers for hours. Oh, another
like-
bath, maybe.
They're like, how did you get the water bill so high? Like, I just did.
Yeah. What? Your pool's just overflowing. What's going on?
You're just always running water.
Constantly running.
Oh, that does seem tempting.
This is The Riot. Radio U.
We all want to have cleaner homes, don't we?
Sure.
Want to be more hygienic. You can never be too clean, can you?
Well, you want to have a clean place without having to clean it.
Yeah.
So you want some hacks.
That's right. So what do we make of this hack that has gone viral where we see, I guess it's two ladies on Instagram did this. They took their toilet seat, unscrewed it from the toilet bowl, plopped it in the dishwasher, and ran a cycle.
With
that way.
dishes? There's dishes in
I
there.
see dishes in there. I'm struggling based off of this picture. How are they even fitting all that in?
Yeah, you'd have to move something around.
Yeah, that's not even gonna fit. This is this
That's
all
going
a
to fit,
joke?
don't you think?
No.
It depends on where your like blade thing is, and you can raise and sometimes lower your top rack. You could probably fit your toilet seat
I mean,
somehow.
you could fit in a standard dishwasher, but the way they have it loaded, no chance. This is they have to be messing with us. I don't know that they actually did this, but nevertheless, that's getting bogged down. Would you?
Would you? Oh,
Would you put your toilet seat
in?
in the dishwasher?
If I had a toilet seat dishwasher, meaning
What do you
it
mean?
didn't actually wash dishes,
If I had a dishwasher, I would consider.
you would get.
Yeah?
Oh, you don't have a dishwasher?
Do it by hand, the old-fashioned
So
way.
you have to wash your toilet seat by hand too.
I have to wash that by hand as well,
How often do
unfortunately.
you do that?
I wash it pretty regularly, I'd say.
How often is pretty regular?
I would say like once a week.
Really? That's pretty good.
How often do you do yours?
The toilet seat, probably not that often.
Like once a year or something?
It's spring cleaning.
The
You
seat,
Yeah.
you just take a thing of toilet paper to it if you notice problem areas. It's the toilet bowl that's the problem.
That's the problem.
The toilet
area.
bowl needs to be cleaned
Well,
frequently.
a lot of people were saying which I would think your dishwasher would get hot enough, but they say that it couldn't get hot enough to actually clean the germs off your toilet seat.
Okay.
But so people
So how are you cleaning your toilet seat? Are you lighting it on fire? What are you doing?
I know, because you don't use heat for it. You just use cleaning
bleach.
supplies.
Yeah, you use what is it called? Like just the toilet. It's just bathroom cleaner. There's no heat necessary. I don't see a problem with it. I wouldn't. It's probably fine, but I wouldn't do it while other dishes were in there. That feels
that's
like
the
that's
weird
crossing
part.
the line. But just to put, if you just did a cycle of toilet seat and maybe some other odds and ends.
Some bits and.
I just think it's
bits
a
and
little bit
bobs.
extra. Like, I don't think you have to do all that to get it to clean. I think it's like if you had to put it in the dishwasher to get it clean, then you waited way too long to clean it in the first place.
Well, they're just saying for germs. Like, I don't think we clean that good anyways. But like, if you had a house full of people and you wanted to really try to sterilize it, they said that's
You
what
had
they're
a
trying
house
to do.
full of toilets. You just do a whole toilet seat cycle in the dishwasher. But then, God forbid, that one person has to go to the bathroom and they're like, "Where's all the toilet seats?"
Well, and also, what if you're the one that's your dish duty, and so you have to go.
then you're
collect the
cleaning,
toilet
you're
seats?
drying the toilets. Oh, man.
You're attaching them back onto
Do you
it.
think you found that would be a workaround though, right? I don't know.
could
What's
be.
easier, just wiping it down with like a sponge or something, a brush and some scrubbing bubbles, or unscrewing it and putting it in the dishwasher? It's tough to say.
But see, I don't want to have to touch the toilet thing to unscrew it.
That's what I'm thinking,
So
too.
I have a problem with that
I
part.
feel it's kind of gross there. That's going to be enough germs for it not even to be worth it.
So how do you clean that then?
You just
Clean
go
what?
around. You just listen.
How do you
just
clean the
spray-
part that needs to be unscrewed?
You just spray it.
if
and
you
hope
just
for
keep
the
that,
best.
if you just keep that cleaned as well.
Yeah.
Just seems like a lot of extra work that seems a bit unnecessary.
You could put you take the screws out of that hold this in,
Yeah.
put them in the thing that holds the silverware.
Oh gosh.
Gross.
Hey, I want to introduce you to something. It's called a 1-year rent. And so if you just rent a place for 1 year, yeah, you have a little moving to do, but who doesn't like to move things? And then you don't have to really clean.
And then
Yeah, then you have to do no deep cleans.
by a year, you're done.
or the day before you move out or whatever, you just throw everything in the dishwasher.
That's right.
and-
There's one
yeah,
clean.
you don't have to worry about what's been in there. But that's actually something else you have to think about if you're renting, or unless you built your own house. and it has a dishwasher, you don't know what's been in there. Somebody could have peed in there for all you know.
And the
Well, yeah.
dishwasher.
You would have no idea.
I guess you're right.
You know?
Well, let's
In
just add
fact,
that.
why don't we just do that?
I guess someone could have peed in the dishwasher that you
Okay.
may live in now.
It
Why
would
don't
just
we-
get disinfected anyways. You
Let's
never
add
know.
it to the list of when we're so rich that we could have a dishwasher in the bathroom, and it's
There
just
you
for
go.
the
There you
toilet
go.
seat.
Perfect. That's a good idea.
Or just like you said, pee in the dishwasher.
Combine the two. Save space. It's IKEA style, you know?
Oh gosh.
The Riot Radio U.
You ever seen, while you're out in Florida, you ever seen alligators just out and about?
Just on the street.
You have?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been to Florida a couple times and never seen one just wandering. You know, I've been to the Everglades and stuff, and of course you see them there.
Yeah.
But I never just saw one, by a pond or
Especially if
whatever.
you just go down like a side road.
Uh-huh.
Don't get out there.
Yeah.
Or I remember when we were younger.
Watch yourself.
You used to go around and feed them marshmallows.
You did?
Yeah.
What? Alligators like marshmallows?
Yes, they do.
I did-
Believe it or not, they also like you.
Yeah,
So you have
that's
to be
right. So you got to
careful.
carry marshmallows just in case.
Sure.
Give them something to ward them off. Well, you've probably never seen something like this, although maybe I could be wrong. Have you seen the picture
Is this
snapped in
real?
Florida of it's an SUV driving down the interstate, and it's got a dead alligator strapped, all tied up to the back of the SUV. Ever
Like,
seen that?
I've seen like people who will tie up a dead deer and stuff,
Uh-huh.
but I've not seen an alligator done this way, and it almost looks so fake because its head is so big.
Yeah.
it's tied up, and it's pretty low to the ground.
That has to be real, though. Like, it has to be.
I guess. I mean, if you hunt an alligator, you can't. They say they believe it was just being transported home, and you can have permits for that.
That is, I don't know. It's strange to think about. Florida's just a different world because it's not something I would ever do, but it's not hard for me to imagine. You go deer hunting, you kill the deer, you clean it, whatever, you bring it, you get all your meat out of it, whatever, and the meat is quite good. But to imagine an alligator doing the same thing where you're like, all right, we're going alligator hunting,
Well,
and then,
they
we got a
eat
big
'em.
one here, and bring it back home and chop it all up into food, and I can't say how alligator is. I'd like to try it one day.
certain parts.
I
in
hope to taste every animal at one point in my life.
Certain parts in Florida, like especially around the Everglades, you always want to be very careful to make sure you're clarifying what do you want to eat, because
Yeah.
a lot of times it will be alligator.
You never, I mean, isn't it supposed to taste like chicken? Or?
It is, yeah, it's supposed to.
So what's wrong with that?
Still
Did I
not
get a
gonna
few
try it.
alligator tenders?
Nope.
Oh, alligator fingers?
Nope.
Alligator wings?
Nope.
You season them all up all nice?
What would an alligator wing be like?
Well, I mean, just the arm, right?
But it has little arms, doesn't it?
It's probably bigger than a chicken's wings.
Like a little wing.
I would
They say
think.
in Florida, more than 15,000 people apply for about 7,000 permits each year. They believe there to be 1.3 million alligators in Florida.
All right, here's the question for you then.
Yeah.
Let's say you've got to go hunting.
Uh-huh.
You're either going deer hunting and you got to kill a deer, or you're alligator hunting in Florida.
I'd
Which
kill
one
an
are you choosing?
alligator.
You're taking the alligator?
Yeah.
It's more dangerous.
But to me,
And the meat might not be as good. I don't know.
I don't want to eat it or anything, but if you're telling me I have to, one or the
Yeah.
other, I think I would cry more by killing a deer.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I guess. Okay. I know why I wouldn't choose deer. It's because you have to like sit up in a tree stand in the cold for like 12 hours.
Sure.
And I'm not doing that. Cover yourself in deer pee. None of those things appeal to me whatsoever. So I assume for alligator hunting, there's no alligator pee involved, and it's not cold because you're in Florida. So
Yeah, maybe she
I'm-
just hit it with her car.
alligator it is for me.
That could be it.
All right. Well, but I'll take the deer meat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.